What's up, guys? So I want to do a review of the two trades that I was in this week. First one I want to go over is net. And so for this one, it's still holding up and looking pretty good, but we did cut the position today. So when we're looking at this, we got in at $90 on this day here. So we got this pullback into the $90 price area. And then the next day, we got a 10% move. And so that was a really nice move to the upside. And we took off half of our position here. And then next day, it fell back down and we added back at 91.40. And then I ended up cutting my position on a break of the 21 EMA here today. We did get bought up, so I will be interested in watching this into next week to hopefully catch a reversal. But with that being said, we were able to catch a pretty nice profit. We trimmed 10% here and cut the rest at 2.5%. And so it ended up being a pretty solid trade in terms of return. And it was just a lack of follow through. We're kind of seeing that all across the board in different stocks. You'll kind of see like QQQ essentially is selling off and made this pop and gave all the gains back and has almost filled the gap. SPY, similar story where we get this move up and we're pulling back to the 21 EMA after the whole election news. And so that's a couple of things we have to pay attention to. And so now what we're looking at is, and you could just see, especially in the semiconductors, we got a nice pop up. It's probably more obvious in different ones. So TNX or TXN got this nice breakout and then a fail. Costco, nice breakout and then a fail. And so we just keep kind of seeing these price patterns that are continuing to play out. So we have to be aware of those. And so I didn't want to continue to hold through it because it was looking like we were about to break back down. So we ended up catching a move from the $90 up into that almost $100. We took it at 99 actually, and the high ended up being 99.17. And then on this pullback, ended up adding some back here near the low of this day, and then ended up stopping out below this 21 EMA. So it still turned out to be a pretty good return on the trade. Then the other trade I took was Exxon. So this one I thought we were going to get a breakout after this day here, and we just failed below this 21. So what happened was is we had weekly buy signals. I still think this thing is valid. If we look at this, we had a monthly buy signal, and then we had a weekly buy signal as well. And then we had a daily buy signal. Now, this thing has been chopping for a while. So the main pattern you want to pay attention to is that monthly because that's the one that has the green trend bars. Um, the only thing you kind of have to be aware of is this can take a lot of time to play out. So collect the dividends and then ride the move up. But you can see the increasing relative strength on this as well. So really what we're looking for here is if we can just pick up some shares, hopefully at a lower price level like this 8 EMA on or the 9 EMA, sorry, on the monthly chart. If you're looking to play shares, I think that is a good option because I do think in time Exxon is going to break out along with like EOG. I think this one will break out as well. It's just a matter of time. So we did end up cutting Exxon for a loss, and I actually lost 1.4% on the shares. So on this pullback here, I cut half the position when we broke down below the low of this candle here. And then we had a push up through here, and I was going to look for a breakout to add my position back. So I cut 1% here, minus 1% here, half of the position. And then I cut the rest here. So it ended up being pretty close to just a 1% loss on the shares, which is relatively small when you take into comparison when we took off these at 10% here. So that's kind of the recap of the trading week or the two trades that I took this week. There was really no follow through. And that was just a difficult part about it. But I am keeping an eye on net. You can see that relative strength is continuing to move higher. And this chart looks good. I like the green trend bars, how they've shifted. We broke out of this base and we have a massive cup and handle pattern that I'm paying attention to. to be able to catch to the upside. So I hope this helps breaking down these trades and managing them. We always got to manage risk first. I'm cash into the weekend, so I'll be looking for new opportunities come Monday.